Alright guys, we are back here on Valguero Ascended, and today we are checking out the brand new Elderclaw on the Lost Colony expansion pack, and I'm not even kidding, it might be one of the coolest creatures I've seen added to ARK in a long time. It kind of looks like a dire bear, but at the same time, nothing like a dire bear. It has got massive roots, massive vines growing all over its back. It's like part animal and part forest spirit. I swear it looks like something walked straight up out of a fantasy game. So we're gonna go find ourselves an Elderclaw, and I'm gonna show you the best way to tame it and raise it. Okay, there it is, dude. Look at that. That is terrifying, but very majestic at the same time. It is absolutely massive. That definitely has to be bigger than a regular dire bear. But it's moving really, really slow, like really deliberate. I think it knows that it's in charge of the forest. Oh man, but what is cool is that it's not like instantly aggressive towards you, it's more like a guardian. So it'll watch you, but unless you attack it or come really close to it, then that's when it goes berserk and absolutely just destroys and tears through everything around you. So we're gonna go ahead and get into how to tame this guy. First I'm gonna hop back onto my Mega Raptor. Can you come here please? There we go. I feel like with the update, the following is better too. Alright, so for the sake of the video, we're just going to go ahead and kill this thing with our Mega Raptor. Where did the Elderclaw go? There it is. Alright, so I'm going to do the hunt. Alright, so it's isolated. We're just going to go ahead and kill it. So taming these is not your regular knockout tame and feed or bring it food or try and be its friend. You actually have to kill it. You have to be stronger than the Elderclaw and kill it. That is when it will leave a sapling for you to get out of the inventory, and then you raise it, you feed it, and then you come out with a beautiful, perfect Elderclaw. Alright, so now that it's dead, you're going to get a Sproutling. Once you have your Sproutling, it is pretty much just your baby Elderclaw. You just have to raise it. So you feed it certain forest items, which I'm going to put up for you, is Ammonite Bile, Leech Blood, Biotoxins, Sap, Honey, and Black Pearls. The baby Elderclaw can ask for any of these items, so just make sure that you have them on hand. I'm going to go ahead and pop our sapling in here. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can see that we have a 300% greenhouse effect. You want to make sure that you have a full greenhouse or else it will not work. And if you want to, you can go ahead and till. You can get that extra percent. There we go. And if you want to go ahead and look at the stats, you can at this point. So we have 27 health, 22 weight, 25 stem, and 27 melee. Now, if you feed all the correct items to your baby Sproutling or baby Elderclaw, then it will come out to a perfect tame just like any other tame. So time to next 10 is 10 seconds. So we're just going to wait and see what this little guy wants. And we're at 0 seconds. What do you want, Elderclaw? So you have 5 minutes to give the Elderclaw whatever it wants. So right now it wants giant bee honey. So we had that. We're going to go ahead and feed it. And you're just going to keep doing this over and over and over again until it blossoms up. It's kind of a slower, more emotional tame, but it's definitely worth it once you see what it can do. So I'm just going to wait here for it to get to the second stage of growing, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. So this is the next stage. It's called a midling instead of the Sproutling. But, oh, here we go. It wants sap. So I believe the timer is less and less the more it grows. Yeah, it's 30 seconds. It was about 45 to 50 the first time. So definitely make sure you are watching the screen and don't miss any. So now we're at the growthling stage, which is just the sprouts are really starting to open up a little bit. So we want Ammonite Bile, and it wants giant bee honey. So you really just want to be watching the screen as this thing is growing up. I think 1 or 2 more should do it, and then it should be a full-on egg. So it's finally an egg. Once it hits the growthling stage, I did about 3 or 4 more feeds until it finally came out to this. So once it's in this stage, now all you have to do is harvest. Perfect, there we go. We got our baby Elderclaw, and it came out to a 225, so that is a perfect tame. Let's go ahead and imprint on this little one. Oh, look at you! Look how cute it is. Alright, so I'm just going to sit here, let it grow up. Let's see, what stats did it come out with? So we've got 40 health. I think we started out with 27. 43 stem, 38 oxygen, 32 food, 33 weight, and 38 melee. So pretty basic all around. I mean, it's got okay health, but we're going to check this guy out. let this little one grow up. Our Elderclaw is all grown up, and let me tell you, it looks absolutely insane, guys. Look at these roots. Wow. So we're gonna go over everything that this thing can do, but first, it can jump. The Elderclaw can jump, and actually very far. So let me just start running and show you. I mean, that's a pretty good distance for jumping. Definitely not like the dire bear. Actually, this thing is completely different in every aspect. It is not a reskin like I'm sure a lot of us thought it would be. It is its own unique, powerful creature. So obviously, so we have melee, which is just your right click. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on this poor Diplo. Average damage is about 121. So if you do left click, you can actually get the lunge. So that's decent. That's 174. Not too much of a jump. No pun intended, because we just lunged. So we're going to go ahead and try out the root burst. Actually, will this raptor be far enough behind me that I can do this? Is he still coming? No, he's going for the Diplo. Alright, so if you press C, it's going to just hold absolutely anything in its path and roots for a few seconds. Not long, but long enough to, you know, just take something down, PvP-wise, single-player-wise. If you want to try and trank something, you can do this over and over and over again. So there's not really much of a cooldown on this as well. Maybe 5 or 6 seconds, but it's not bad. You can just continuously keep doing it. So I'm just going to kill this Diplo real quick, and then we're going to move on to the Bark Shield. So for the Bark Shield, all you want to do is left control and C, and you're essentially just going to be a body of armor. Oh my gosh, look at that. So you already have armor. You don't need a saddle or anything. We've got 40% right now. So if we go ahead and do melee, I believe that it goes up. Yep, just by a little bit. So you just got to fiddle with it, see how many levels you put into and what works best for you. So you do take reduced damage, but you actually, your food does go down. So you're going to get hungrier a lot quicker. So I'm just going to show you guys on the buffs real quick. So you can see right there, Bark Shield, you're reducing income damage at the cost of food. So definitely make sure you have food in the inventory, or just really keep an eye on it when the food drops too much. Another amazing thing that the Elderclaw can do is the totem. So if you go ahead and place your totem down right here, and whatever is in the vicinity of this circle, you do increase melee on any creature. So we're going to go ahead and start hitting this Bronto. And if you guys look up in the top right corner, those numbers right there, it's at 5. So if you charge it completely full over 100, the totem will actually stand up. And I will show you guys what happens at that point. It is probably the best part about this creature. So I spawned in some more Deinonychus just to get this totem standing up, because a lot of these creatures are just running away. What you're going to want to do is walk right up to it, and then you're going to hold left control and hold right click, and you're going to essentially eat it, or detonate it, I guess. So you are 10 times bigger and 10 times more damage now. And you can look up in the right top hand corner. You are on a timer, but this is beyond insane. You do so much more damage. This thing is an absolute tank. If you put a crap ton of health onto this thing, I don't think anything could stop you. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this Diplo, but I just want to give you guys a really good visual about how big this is. That's the size of a Diplo, that's the size of a Bronto, but apparently now we are back to being a puny little tiny bear. Well guys, that's the Elderclaw, and it might honestly be one of the most unique creatures they've ever added to ARK. I did not expect them to have so many abilities. I know it's a premium creature, but you know, it's still really, really awesome. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Let me know in the comments, would you tame one of these forest giants, or would you rather not mess with the Nature's Guardian? Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. It really helps with how YouTube's been lately, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody!